facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, and checking out some numbers for MP.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Now Sacramento starting five. Banchero out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Sam Merrill. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Anthony in at the one spot. And for Golden State, the athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Right about the middle of the season right now, RJ. When do you think it's most important for a team to be hitting its stride?
Finding a stride in any part of the year is great. You want that momentum, but the goal is to start to peak right before the playoffs so you have a great stretch when it counts most.
Picked by Kuminga. Floats it up for Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
And stolen by MP. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Kuminga throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Anthony against MP. Banchero inside. It's rebounded by Kuminga. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now, the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said, no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Anthony against MP. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. Banchero finds DeRozan. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan. One of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
MP against Anthony. Throws it up high. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. And MP throws it down.
And MP put his youth to work there. Gets the ball and outruns everyone down the floor.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Trailing here by 8. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Pass to Merrill. Outside Anthony. Sabonis with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Merrill. They need this. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
DeRozan with it. Now defended by Wiggins, and the basket by DeRozan.
From the wing position, DeMar DeRozan is one of the best at finishing through contact.
Outside for Curry. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Justice, and the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
Tipped away, and stolen by MP. For the finish, and MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Anthony, the pass to Merrill. Sabonis with the ball. Covered by MP. Banchero, a screen on Curry. 5 to shoot. Pass to Banchero. Here's Sabonis. And just miss after miss right now. Warriors leading by 19 points. Here's MP. 12 points for him. Outside for Curry. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bangs home the trifecta.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in. Anthony on the wing. Back to Banchero. Hits the jumper.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Back to MP. Pass to Podziemski. Off target with his 3. The Kings trail by 20. Banchero with the ball. Now defended by MP. Now Anthony. He had 27 points last game. A fadeaway. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Anthony.
Oh, nice touch from the mid-range. Banchero, it's great watching his confidence continue to grow.
Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
First team foul.
Here's Merrill, guarded by Curry. Merrill on the wing. Hasn't made one yet. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Pass to MP. And the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Got a piece of it. Jackson Davis with it. Now Anthony defending. And a deep 3 from Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. To the inside, and Kuminga throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
We all know about his father, but Domantas Sabonis is proving that he is as good of a passer, maybe, as his dad.
MP kicks to Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Podziemski. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Here's Jackson Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sabonis. It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Kuminga. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Williams, he's checked in for Banchero. Murray comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Starks checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's Carter in for Anthony.
There's a big need for players like Murray, a player who can do damage as a spot-up shooter.
Warriors leading by 23. MP inside. Defended by Carter. Isaac passes to Justice. Outside for Curry. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Carter looking around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint, here's Jackson Davis.
Flashing some of his passing potential. MP with the dime.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution.
Oh,
yes! Truly putting the defense to shame there. MP with a highlight-worthy moment.
Carter kicks to Starks. On the wing, Murray hits the three-point bomb. Murray's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Kings.
Flexing his accuracy, defenses have to be aware of where Murray is at all times on the perimeter.
It's good.
Did you see that? Crossed the defender up and left him grasping at air.
Oh, that's a move he'll be bragging about all night. It's going to be online everywhere. Anytime you get a guy on the ground, you've got the right to talk some trash.
Sabonis finds Murray. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. Inside.
Smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
From MP.
1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Carter against MP. Starks outside. Out to the right wing. With the fadeaway. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And Isaac throws it down.
And how about the ground Isaac can cover? I mean, between his height and wingspan, alley-oops are becoming just a way of life.
And stolen by MP. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Carter. It's deflected. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And the Warriors with some changes. Santos is checked in. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Curry. Sacramento also making some changes. Mark Williams comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Banchero in for Grant Williams. Sacramento shooting their initial. The Warriors decide to take their first time out here. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
It's good from long range.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Isaac, and it's Justice in at point. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Justice the pass to Kuminga. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's a great read out of the 2-man game for MP.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And the foul called on MP.
Second personal foul.
So that will be his second foul of the game. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one.
The play will be reviewed. NBA rules.
Some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Warriors leading by 21. Kuminga the pass to MP. And MP throws it down.
The defense is making it too easy for MP. When you let him get this close, he will finish it all night long.
Carter on the wing, covered by MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Curry's checked in for Brandon Podziemski.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
MP inside. Banchero's there. The 19-foot shot. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 11 points.
Does Steph Curry have the greatest jumper ever? Well, yes. And the bucket was another reason why I say yes.
Banchero outside. The shot that time, not on target. Nice defense from Kuminga. MP with it. Now Anthony defending. Pass to Curry. Fires for three. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Anthony finds Merrill. Now Sabonis. Over MP. Comes up empty down low.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Anthony looking it over. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Kicks it out to Banchero. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
3 points.
He's got 12.
And not even giving the D a chance there. Banchero just too quick.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
MP against Sabonis. The drive by MP. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Curry can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Got that one up quick.
You look at the career of DeRozan. Here's a guy who has learned how to move the ball. Speaks to DeMar's commitment to getting better.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Banchero outside. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Anthony against MP. Kuminga, screen on Anthony. The drive by MP. Pass to Curry. Back to MP. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Kings. Here's DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 6.
Isn't it beautiful watching DeRozan just work through contact? He loves overcoming these kind of moments.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter. Looking.
He swipes the ball away again.
I'll tell you what, that ball handlers are flat out scared around this guy.
One of the best in history. He's almost 4th in steals all time.
I've always said, when in doubt, just jump over them. And Wiggins is listening to me.
Sacramento's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Banchero looking around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
Oh, Banchero earns his points there. If he has to get them at the line, then that's what he is more than willing to do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Merrill, guarded by Curry. Banchero draws the double. On the wing, DeRozan, covered by Wiggins. And it's DeRozan missing. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. MP against Anthony. MP dishes to Curry. Tries it from 19. He gets that one. And now it's up to 25 points for Stephen Curry.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Merrill. From outside the arc. They get it back. Warriors shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. MP with it. Driving the lane, and MP throws it down.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Sacramento. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Murray's checked in. MP inside. Covered by Anthony. MP against Anthony. MP kicks to Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
He hits the second from the line. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. DeRozan against Wiggins. Outside DeRozan. Anthony in the corner. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Anthony's got 8 points.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball. Really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And now an opportunity. And that's a halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Banchero out there with DeRozan. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Merrill in at the 2 spot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeMar DeRozan.
And looking at his offensive numbers in the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Sacramento's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Back to Merrill. MP against Anthony. Here's DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game. I like the leadership DeMar DeRozan provides for his team. He's a steady veteran presence out there on that floor. He can motivate his guys even in really tough moments.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Banchero. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Pass to Sabonis. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside for Curry. Back to MP. On the wing, Wiggins. On the wing, Wiggins. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wiggins has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Over his career, we've seen Wiggins improve that three-point shooting game. Credit Andrew for putting in the work.
Here's Anthony. That one falls. Anthony's got 10.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
MP passes to Curry. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins kicks to MP. They set the pick. Outside, Kuminga. It's intercepted. Merrill with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Banchero against Kuminga. Outside DeRozan. The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
In the league, trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Wiggins gets the screen from Justice. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Ball stolen. Merrill with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Back to Merrill. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 5 assists tonight.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Picked by Kuminga. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to Kuminga. Jackson Davis. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Banchero inside. Kuminga on him. DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Anthony. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the inside. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
And the foul called on MP. That will get him his fourth. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's MP. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. Fires the three. Rebound by Williams. Santos has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Murray, the pass to Carter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Nice play by Murray, showing off that passing skill set of his.
Isaac kicks to MP. Pass to Podziemski. MP against Carter. Isaac a screen on Carter. Now Podziemski. The three. Great defense that time from Banchero.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Carter with it. Now defended by MP. Now here's Williams. Murray outside. And another three for Sacramento.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Podziemski. Isaac a screen on Carter. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Carter pulls it in.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Santos, the pass to Justice. Some nice passing by Golden State. To the right side. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Santos, no good.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
To the paint. And finished off by Williams.
And that's a great sign for this team. When Murray is moving the ball, the offense is so much better.
Anthony's checked in for the Kings. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at MP, there are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And MP is having himself a game, staying aggressive.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Out to Carter. Shot to stop the run. Knocked away. Back to Williams. Pass to Murray. The kick out to Williams. And here's Anthony for three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in a such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Pajemski.
Stephen Curry.
Anthony against Curry. Now here's Anthony. He's tightly guarded. 6 to shoot. Over Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
It's stolen by Carter. Murray with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Murray kicks to Banchero. Pass to Anthony. No good on the three.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. MP against Anthony. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
MP keeping his head on a swivel.
The Kings trail by 21. Knocked loose and stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Curry on the wing. Back to MP. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And here's Carter. To the wing right side. Here's Banchero. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Carter against MP. Kuminga, screen on Carter. Wiggins, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple. Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Outside, Carter. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. Carter's got 13 points here in the second half alone. MP against Carter. Outside Curry. Back to MP. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Curry against Carter. Banchero outside. And he converts the layup. Banchero's got 20 points.
And Banchero muscling through all that contact.
MP against Carter. MP kicks to Curry. Back to MP. He lobs it up.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Kings trail by 21. Carter, the pass to Williams. It's good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Kuminga, screen on Carter. To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Golden State. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Mark Williams. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Murray. And it's Sam Merrill in for Carter. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Justice over to the wing. Jackson Davis finds Curry. MP against Anthony. Floats it up for Kuminga.
Oh, great job by MP, showing how selfless he is with passes like that.
Sacramento's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anthony. It's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Kuminga. And that's now 33 points for MP. DeRozan scanning the floor. Kuminga against Banchero. Out to Anthony. Banchero with the screen. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Justice the pass to Kuminga.
While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And here are the Kings now. Poked away. Pass to Curry. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
The Kings shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Irving's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Kuminga. And Miles McBride subbed in for Curry. Anthony's shot is off.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Irving, and again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, will go down as their 48th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Lobbed up there for Isaac. An emphatic LU jam.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Sabonis with the steal.
Yeah, the good news.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance.
one of the only players to ever get a quadruple double.